It'll fit two. Yep. Good evening, everyone. I would like to call the Butte-Silver Bowl Council of Commissioners Committee of the Whole meeting to order for Wednesday, September 11th, 2024. Clerk, can we please have roll call?
1 presiding, 9 present, 2 absent.
Thank you. Please, for the record, show that Commissioners O'Neill and Mankins are excused this evening. Commissioner Sorich, would you please lead the prayer and the pledge?
Thank you, Madam Chair, fellow commissioners. Almighty God, we implore you, look upon us and guide us this night as we make decisions which so greatly affect our community of Butte-Silver Bowl. Direct our thoughts, words, and deeds that we please you and best serve our fellow citizens. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I would ask for public comment on any items on tonight's agenda. Seeing none, I will move to the report of the chair. I would like to recognize and thank Butte-Silver Bowl for having the event today honoring and remembering the events of September 11th. It was a very nice ceremony. We'd like to get a little more attendance, but it's tough during the day. We do recognize that, but wanted to make sure that I called out the staff for putting that on. And I've prepared a little statement here. On this solemn day, we honor the lives lost on September 11th, 2001, a day that forever changed history. Nearly 3,000 innocent souls perished in acts of unimaginable terror, each representing a unique story and loved ones left behind. We remember the firefighters, police officers, and first responders who rushed into danger, embodying courage and selflessness in their final moments. Their bravery serves as a poignant reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. As we reflect on this tragedy, we also honor the unity that emerged in its aftermath. In the days following 9/11, communities came together to support one another in healing and remembrance. Today, as we light candles and share stories, we reaffirm our commitment to peace and compassion. Let us strive to ensure that the legacy of those we lost fuels our efforts towards a more just and united world, where love triumphs over hate. Moving to Section 1, bid openings, public hearings, and/or presentations. Item number 1, communication number 2024-400. John Sullivan, Government Buildings Manager, requesting Council of Commissioners concurrence to schedule a bid opening for September 11th, 2024 for the Motherlode Fire Suppression System. County Attorney Fyvie, do we have proof of publication?
Madam Chair, there is proof of publication and it appears to be in order.
Thank you.
Bid submitted from Western States Fire Protection System out of Missoula.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, there appears to be a bid bond posted on this bid in the amount of 10% of the bid, and it appears to be in order.
Thank you.
So the total bid cost to install the fire suppression system in the Motherlode Theater is $543,875. $543 875.
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan. That's $543,875. Commissioner Anderson.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. John, I had two questions for you. First, could you remind me how long we've been waiting for a bid on this? I know there was quite a few times where there was no bid. If you just have a ballpark figure for that. And then the second question I guess I would have is, what was the engineering estimate for this project?
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Go ahead, Mr. Sullivan.
Commissioner Shea, Commissioner Anderson. So at least 4 years, I think it's actually been 5 years since we've got a bid on this. I've been here 3, and it's been long in the works. Engineer's estimate was 593,000,
Okay,
just under.
just under 6.
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan. Any other commissioners have questions? Commissioner Thatcher.
Thank you, Madam Chair. At this time, I would like to make a motion to refer communication number 2024-400 to government buildings and come back with a recommendation.
There's a motion and a second to refer communication number 2024-400 to the Government Buildings Department for their recommendation. Is there anything on the question? Would everybody- Would anyone like to change their vote? Clerk, please record the vote.
10 yea, 0 nay.
10 yea, 0 nay, motion passes. Moving to Section 2, Communications. Item number 1, Communication number 2024-393. Angie Mulliken, Public Works Budget Manager, requesting Council of Commissioners concurrence to schedule a bid opening for September 25th, 2024 for the screw presses for Metro's wastewater treatment plant. We will hold this communication until September 25th. Item number 2, Communication number 2024-394. Angie Mulliken, Public Works Budget Manager, requesting Council of Commissioners concurrence to schedule a bid opening for September 18th, 2024 for the West Side Storm Reroute Project. We will also hold this until September 18th. Item number 3, Communication number 2024-395, Angie Mulliken, Public Works Budget Manager, requesting Council of Commissioners concurrence to schedule a presentation on September 4th, 2024 for Director Mark Neary to update Council on the effluent reuse project. This presentation was held on the 4th, so Commissioner Thatcher.
Thank you, Madam Chair. At this time, I would like to place communication number 2024-395 on file.
There is a motion and a second to place Communication 2024-395 on file. Is there anything on the question? Would everybody please vote? Would anyone like to change their vote? Clerk, please record the vote.
10 yea, 0 nay.
10 yea, 0 nay, motion passes. Item number 4, Communication number 2024-411. Kelly Katani, MSU Extension BSB 4H Youth Development and FCS Agent, requesting Council of Commissioners concurrence for time on Wednesday, September 25th, 2024 agenda for a presentation on the impacts and programming of the MSU Extension Silverbow County 4H for the budget year 2023-2024 and give a plan for the 2024-2025 programs. We will hold this until September 25th. Item number 5, Communication number 2024-429, John Sullivan, Government Buildings Manager, requesting Council of Commissioners concurrence to schedule a bid opening for September 25th, 2024 for the DX cooling system for the detention center. We will hold this until September 25th. Item number 6, Communication number 2024-430, Angie Mulliken, Public Works Budget Manager, requesting Council of Commissioners concurrence to schedule a bid opening on September 25th, 2024 for the Centerville Retaining Wall Reconstruction Project. And we will also hold this till September 25th. Next thing on the agenda is public comment on any public matter not on tonight's agenda. If there's a member of the public that would like to come speak, please come to the microphone. Turn it on, state your name and address for the record. And then go ahead and push that button on the base. Thanks, Claire.
Greetings. My name is James Corbett. I live at 911 Nevada. I was here before, but I don't think I had the mic on or something. But I had to get a post office box because I think mail was plucked out of my mailbox. This is kind of a long story, and it's really hard for me to even come in here again. But this is about some files in a portfolio that I had. It had a lot to do with this courthouse. It contained a couple hundred parcels of property and some very important financial information. And the county was managing this before before Chief Executive Gallagher got into office. And then the Management Information Systems operator, who was very important and had knowledge of this, he died. And with that, a lot of my access to any of this information or anything is missing, gone. So these parcels, they were not just in Silver Bowl County, they were in other counties and a few in other states. And for this to be missing, it's just very hard for me to manage this emotionally. I was very ill. I was almost dead, had a blood clot in half my body. And there was an underwriter, I believe he was with the state, came to my house because of that. And we filled out a lot of paperwork, or I was asked a lot of questions. One of them was where I wanted these tax documents sent to, and I mistakenly had them sent to the properties. These transfers were completely filled out, except for they weren't signed. And from what I know now, I was poisoned, or I believe I was poisoned. I've had to have been several times. Gaslighted, targeted, all sorts of stuff. But I'm hoping that by coming here today that somebody listening, in a Hail Mary passage, that a former employee or someone has had to know about this, and I have none of these documents anymore. I used to have a backup set on the 4th floor of the courthouse in a file. And I understand all that was cleared out. A lot of remodeling was done. I've had arguments in offices when I've inquiring about this. One time I was more or less escorted out of the building by the police. It was right around 5 o'clock or whatnot. I'm a pretty polite guy. I was just trying to find somebody I knew in here that might know something about this. And like I mentioned before, when I had talked to Chief Executive Gallagher, you said you had looked for these records too and couldn't find them. Is that correct? Yeah, so it's just, this is a huge deal, and I keep bringing this up, and I just don't understand why it hasn't set off red flags or caused an investigation or some insistence with trying to trace this out. This was here for a long time. And I know people were fired and rearranged, and I couldn't find anybody that had any sort of angle on this. Of course, I was pretty sick. I was walking around. I only had blood flow to half my body. And then after a bunch of this, I ended up, I couldn't walk 10 feet, had to have extensive surgery. And you know, I'm getting better now, but it's way after the fact, and all this is gone and lost, and after this much time, everybody's gotten access and control over all of this. Lost it all. Because I couldn't get any help with any of this. From anybody. Lawyers, everybody. You know, to me, I'm kind of shaking here, you know, because I don't want to be here saying this. How do you do this walk of shame? But yeah, with all this sensitive financial information, this had access to huge things. And I live on Social Security disability, extremely disabled for a long time. Was unable to even do any of this research myself and all the bouncing around. And so anyway, I don't know. I had written this up. I'm just kind of winging it here. I'm missing a lot of stuff. But anybody that might know about this would know about it because it was a huge situation. And I can't get into the details of certain things that I know that happened, but to me this is a conspiracy and a crime. And I was told it was just like, I don't know, what'd you say it was? A civil matter, yeah, there it is. Well, you know, I went to Montana Legal Services and they won't help me because it's the county. I've been to the police. They can't help me because it has something to do with the county. Nobody can help me. I'm a wit's end about this. So I came here today to throw a Hail Mary out. And you have to, if somebody wants to contact me, you have to use my mailbox that I had to go rent. And that is P.O. Box 3183 in Butte, Montana, 59702. So if anybody has any sort of knowledge concerning this or me, any information, leads, ideas, concerns, or anyone who would be willing to help me in any way, legal, otherwise, researcher, or an investigator, I would really appreciate some sort of contact because I don't have a string to go on, even to get legal help with this. It's untraceable right now. So I appreciate it. Thank you all for the time. And that's all I have to say right now.
Thank you, Mr. Corbett. If there's no other public comment on items not on the agenda, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
All right. Motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor, please say aye.